Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to my segment of Friday Favorites, my favorite day of the week. My name is Giselle. I'm with your Craft Cottage, and I live in freezing cold Western Massachusetts. I don't think we've broken 20 degrees. Maybe we're right around there. We were below zero last night. Oh my gosh, too cold reality for winter has set in. So when you come on, if you don't see that little red light button, then you're catching me on replay. So you know what to do, hashtag replay. That helps my page and allows me to go back and say thank you for watching. But more importantly, if you could please open the cottage door, send out all that love and gather it back with a bunch of your friends, family, co-workers, anyone that wants to come watch crafting today. We're inside where it's nice and warm. So come on in, sprinkle me out. I'm going to sprinkle myself out. And while I'm doing that, come on in, say hello. Tell me where you're watching from if you're new. I would love to know where you are. I'd love to know how your weather is. I'd love to know if your weather is as cold as mine is. Because, boy, it is cold. Awful. It's terrible. So come on in. Come on in where it's warm. Grab yourself a cup of coffee or tea or hot chocolate or a hot toddy, whatever you like to keep you warm, because boy, we need it today. It is darn chilly. It is cold. I mean, even our friends, I know where my mother-in-law lives down in Florida, she's having beautiful weather. And I really wish I was down there. But I don't know if I would want to live there because there's a lot of bugs and ick and all kinds of stuff down there, creatures that I don't know. You know, I don't mind lizards or iguanas. Those don't bother me. I don't like snakes. I hate snakes. And I know that's a strong word, but that's how I feel about them. I just don't like them. And I've just heard all kinds of crazy stories. I have a really good friend that lives down there, and she's had them in her house, in her air conditioning units. It's like, no, I don't think so. I don't think so. So let's see who's here and let's get started. Hi, Loris. How are you, my sweet friend? I know it's cold where you are. Oh, there's our sweet Vera Lynn. Vera Lynn, how are you? Come on in on your craft page, Vera Lynn. And how are you feeling today, sweetie? I hope that you're having a good day today. Hi, Carol. How are you? Hi, Patty. Hi, Barbara. How are you? Barbara, I heard you guys getting snow down where you are. I heard down around Virginia and stuff you were getting snow today. I'm so sorry if you are. Hi, Michelle. How are you? Hi, Sue. Welcome in. Hi, Kay. How are you? Thank you so much, my beautiful Amy. How are you today? There's my sweet bestie, Miss Lindell or Lindell. However you want to call her, she doesn't mind as long as you don't call her late for supper. Hi, Jan. How are you? Well, I'd take the 49 in the rain right now, probably. Thank you for sprinkling me out, Lindell. There's my beautiful Jean. Thank you, Jean, for sprinkling. Oh, just a dusting, Barbara. So enough to make it feel like Christmas, right? Right. Snow. There is snow in Virginia. Isn't that crazy? Hi, Mary. I hope your headache's going away, Mary, my sweet friend. Migraines are just the worst. Hi, Renee. How are you? Thanks for being here. You're having nasty weather too, Lindell. Hi, my sweet Leah's sick too. Leah, I hope you feel better soon. Hey, Kippy, how are you? There's our friend Kippy, who is our hostess with the mostest. Thank you for having me today, Kippy. Yes, Lindell, right. As long as they don't call you late for supper, right? You're feeling, oh, there's the horn. Mr. Jeffrey's on his way to work. There is, oh, I don't know what, I got black on my hands. Hey, Amanda, how are you? Verlyn, I'm so sorry you're feeling the same. Ugh. Basically gone, Barbara. There's my sweet Claudette. How is everybody? All right, so let's get going here. Let's get going. Hi, Martine. How are you? Yes, bye, Jeffrey. Off to work. So we are, we're going to do a transfer today. But you know, when you got to have something to put on your surface, right? If you're going to do a surface, you got to have something to put on it. So thank you, Claudette. Yes, quickly, right. Thank you, Amy. Hi, Julie. How are you? Good to see you. Hi, Marilyn. Marilyn, oh, you're welcome, Leah. Marilyn, are you down south or are you freezing here with the rest of us? So, hey, my Corey, I've got two surfaces. I think we're going to start with this one. So if we have time, we'll do a second one, but for now, we'll start with this one. And I have these cutie patootie. I don't know why I am just stuck on snowmen this year. So I have these cutie patootie snowmen from Essential Stencil. So we're going to put one of these on here. Oh, you made it to 21. Wow. When I got up at, I was up at 5, quarter after 5 or so. It was like -5, I think, when I got up. Ugh, it was cold. So I think we're going to put this big snowman with the red on my surface here. I think we're going to use him. Hi, Amanda. How are you? And while I was deciding, well, I had decided what I was going to do, but talk about being indecisive today. I brought out, I don't know, I think every single color. Hi, Peggy. No, on Fridays, Peggy, I'm on at 3 o'clock. Friday favorites. Yes, that's the only time I'm on early. Hey, Marilyn, how are you? And I take it back what I said last night, Marilyn, about the flying squirrels. I was thinking of the red squirrels. The red squirrels are the ones that are nasty little buggers. They go under our cottage and they chew up the insulation. The flying squirrels, they'll eat a hole in your house to get into your attic, but they're not as nasty, and they are cute. But Jeffrey had some in the house here when he first bought it, and you're freezing with everyone. Hi, my beautiful Jen. He was sleeping one night and he felt something run across the bed, and sure enough, he had 2 or 3 flying squirrels they got out into the bedroom, and then they got into we have a big, huge bathtub, like a garden tub. Hi, my beautiful Sherry. Hi, Regina. How are you? And they got in there and the poor little things couldn't get out. Hi, Eloise. How are you, Eloise? You being good for Grandma today? Oh, that's so cute. Is our Sawyer here, Claudette? If so, hi, Sawyer. So I've got all these blues, and I really want to do, and I actually even brought out this one. So what I want to do, let's get this cut out. So I'm pretty sure on this bigger plate, I definitely want to do this red snowman. And I think we will. Yeah, I think he probably did. It's a good thing I wasn't living here then. This was back before I even knew him. He said he got out of bed in a hurry. He said he felt something run across the bed. Hi, Jan. You remember the cold weather? Yes. Is my Karen Jean here? Hi, Karen Jean. Say hi, Jen. Hi, Jen. Let me just see if we can get, probably not going to get those snowflakes on, so we can get that one. So let's cut around some of these snowflakes. But yeah, he said he felt something run across his feet. And he didn't know what it was. And he kind of was like, well, maybe I was just, imagining things. So he kind of settled back in under the covers. And next thing he knows, he said he could feel something running up towards his face. So he said, oh, I love you too, Jen. Hi, Robin. Hey, my sassy Deb. How are you, my sweet friend? Love you so much. I'm going to go over our schedule with you in a little bit. We've got a full schedule today, and we've got a couple of creators today that we haven't seen in a while, so we're excited about that. All right, so let me think a second here. What tone, actually? No, I think it's in this crate. Oh, you know, you would think with all these blues that I have out, oh, I think maybe this one is going to be the winner. I think. Yeah, I think that's going to be the winner. Okay. So we are, oh, good, Jen. We're going with, this is by Paint Couture, and it's a mineral paint, which means it has a top coat built into it, which is really good for when you're painting on metal. And I've already primed this. I did a bunch of priming over the summer before the weather got cold so I could do it outside. And I used the Zinzar primer to spray all these. And this is called Sophia. It says it's self-leveling, built-in primer, and top coat. So this is, if you want to screenshot it, and it's called Sophia is the name of the color. And there it is. I know, Jan, I would have been, if I lived here, oh my gosh, I would have been totally freaking out. But thank God I wasn't living here at the time. Yeah, that would have been, that needs a little bit of a stir. That would have been enough for me. But he said, you know, he got out of the bed and he found them. He found some of them in, like I said, they were, oh, I think that's plastic or something. All right, well, let's get that stirred. He said they found some, you know, there was a couple of them in, and they, of course, our bedroom, we have an open floor plan, and our bedroom is like up in like a balcony that overlooks our downstairs. And he said the thing ran and jumped up on the railing, and then of course they fly, so it flew off the balcony, and hi Janice, and landed on the wall. And unfortunately he had to do away with it because he couldn't catch it. And you know, you don't want those in your house. You definitely don't want them in your house. So I'm sorry to say that, but you know, it's sometimes you don't have any choice. It's sad, but you don't have any choice. All right, let me move this here. So how is everybody? I hope you guys are staying warm, unlike here. And I'll worry about the back later. We're not going to worry about the back right now. We'll take care of that later. Well, I'm hoping this won't be too dark. I don't know. Flew out the door, yes. I know. I think that's going to be pretty. I know. I would have been, it was a flying squirrel. It's a flying squirrel, Deb. I'll tell you. But this was way years ago, like probably 25 years or more ago when he very first bought the house. And even though the house wasn't that old, it was prefabbed, and it was, I know, Deb, and it wasn't, you know, everything wasn't sealed as well as it should be. But obviously it still isn't, because we still get bats, as you all know. Thank God we one time had one in the winter, and I'm praying we don't have one this year. And, oh, I bet you were, Marilyn. I bet you were braver than I would be, because I wouldn't have. Norma, it was a flying squirrel. Yes, a flying squirrel. And they'll get into your attic. And then I don't know how the thing got into the house. I have no idea. You know, once it got in the attic, how it ever got in the house, I don't know. I'd have to ask Jeffrey what he thinks, but we don't know how the bats get in, but they do. They get in, and we can't figure out where they're coming in. But those I think those scare me more. Hi, Susie Q. Oh my gosh, how are you, girl? I haven't seen you in forever. Oh, I hope that your hubby is doing okay. I hope. Oh my gosh. John is out. Yeah, I kind of got that impression, Marilyn. That was funny. I don't know how you did it, though. Hi, my sweet Cheryl. How are you? Oh, Susie, it's so good to see you. Have you been crafting? Yes, critters. I know. I have all kinds of critters. I have bats and I have chipmunks in my house. Thank God I don't have those other little critters that I don't like. I mean, we may have had them in the basement, but never. Oh, I don't even want to say it. I'm not even going to say it because I'll jinx myself. I'll jinx myself. So I'm not going to say it. Hi, Beverly. How are you, my sweet friend? Good to see you. So how's everybody's weather? Thank you, Beverly. How's everybody's weather down south? I mean, it sounds like a lot of you ladies down south, squirrels in the walls. Oh, yes. Hi, Jane. How are you, Jane? Jane, you must be cold up where you are, because if we're cold down here, you must be really cold. Oh, yeah, absolutely, Amanda. Yup, I agree. I agree. Oh, I know. It is. It's crazy. It's crazy. The wildlife needs to stay outside. That's where they belong. They belong outside. Stay out there. Stay where you belong. Stay in your own lane. Yes, the snakes do. And as long as they stay outside, that I'm okay with that. And they stay, away from my flower beds. So that when I'm digging around, once I plant my flowers, I put down preen to keep the weeds away, because I don't like digging in my flower beds once my flowers are planted, because I don't want to be coming across anything in there that I don't want to be coming across. And they've been known to be in there. You're doing better. Oh, I'm so sorry, Susie. Oh. So you moved, okay. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that. We hope you get back to crafting soon, too. I'm so sorry that he's not doing well. Prayers, my friend. But thank you for being here today. I'm sure that you are missed by a lot of people. And we'll be glad to see you back. All right, I think this is only going to need one coat. Just making sure my little ridges here are all filled in. And then I didn't even think that maybe we'll use some silver rub and buff on those edges. But let's get this dry. And then we'll go from there. So again, like I said, this is great paint. Yeah, see, that's all we have is the garter snakes, but yeah, the copperheads, yeah, I don't blame you. We have the garter, and it was funny because this year, 2 of them got run over in the driveway. I ran over one, I didn't even know it. I moved my car to go out somewhere, and Jeffrey saw it. He said, "You must have run over it." And then, didn't it turn out pretty, Jen? It's a beautiful shade of blue. Hi, Karen Jean. I was saying hi to you earlier because I thought you were here. But, I know they're harmless, but like I said, I ran over one. I was like, oops. And then we found another one passed away in the driveway. So I don't know, Jeff said he might have run that one over with his quad or something. It's like, oh well. That's too bad. But I went to get into my car one day, probably a couple months ago. It was during still the nice weather. And there was a a deceased little mouse right by my car door. I was like, are you kidding me? Hi, Tanya. How are you? Craziness. So anyway, I think our weather is supposed to warm up a little. And while I'm drying here, let me just quickly go over the schedule. We've got a full lineup today. It's awesome. So up after me is our beautiful Amy with Designer Roadkill. All our ladies are beautiful. They're all beautiful. So Amy with Designer Roadkill. Then at 5 will be my sweet bestie, Miss Lindell or Lindell with Lindell's Craft Escape. At 6 is our sweet Jane from North of the Border with Sustain My Craft Habit. At 7 is our Lisa. She is with us tonight, our lovely Lisa with Lilamy Gifts and Specialties. Can't wait to see what she's doing with us. And then our not so new newbie is our Marilyn at 8 o'clock with Done By Me. And then I don't know with our 9 and 10 if they're going to do a flip-flop. I don't know, but we will have Miss Sassy Deborah with Crafting with the Sassy Chicks 101. And then hopefully we'll be seeing our sweet, beautiful Christy with Christy's Crafty Cottage. Let's hope she's feeling up to being back with us tonight because we all sure miss her. We miss her a lot. So hopefully she will be with us this evening. So stick around. Hi, Sam. How are you? Hi, Lori. Good to see you. Hi, Pauline. Hi, Debbie. Look at all the people I missed while I was reading the schedule. Wet and cold there. All right. I think we are about dry. I got one little stubborn spot. But this is a beautiful color, and I think that snowman is really going to pop. I don't know if the snowflakes will show up, but what we may do is put some stickles on them, and that will certainly brighten them up. All right. Let's get our snowman, and I'm just going to try to cool this off a little. And I think we are all good, pretty much. Might be a little spot there. But that'll dry. You got to get in those little nooks and crannies. And I just pick up these dishes whenever I see them, if they're a decent price, because sometimes my Goodwill is just, they're out of their minds. They're just out of their minds sometimes with the prices. It's crazy. You guys know that I love to do the frying pans. I love to do those. And oh, gingerbread dough. Nice. Nice, Michelle. So sometimes those frying pans, it just blows my mind. I go and I look, and they always have a lot of them. Sometimes. Oh, yuck, Janice. I'm sorry, my friend. Sometimes the crusty, rusty, just burnt on mess of a frying pan, and they want like $7.99 for them. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's like, yep, we picked that up. It goes right back on the shelf. I don't know who they think is going to pick up, because you could probably go to Walmart and, hey, Susie, there's my sweet bestie. You could probably go to Walmart and pick up a frying pan, a brand new one for that price. I'm sure that you probably could. It probably won't be the best of quality, but at least it wouldn't have all the crusty rusty all over it. And I mean, these are some of them really disgusting. Okay, let's get this little guy on here. So I don't think that the snowflakes are going to show up the greatest, but let's see. Let's go right about there. Oh, that's cool, Sam. I bet you that's really pretty. I bet that's pretty. Oh, geez, Susie, you need to slow down, girl. I guess that's what keeps you going, though. Oh, Tanya, you're so sweet, hon. You are the sweetest. Hi, Donna. How are you? Good to see you. Okay, let's get our snowman. And yeah, I think our snowflakes are going to show up, but probably not the greatest. But that's all right, because we, like I said, we may stickle him. But he's going to be cute, I think. I did, Sue. I painted the plate with the color. That's not it. This is it. Sophia. The color Sophia. It's a paint couture paint. Thank you, my sweet Jen. That's awesome. See what happens when you guys sprinkle? Let's see if we can get over that 50 number. Let's see. I like seeing that 50 up there. I never thought I would, and while I'm thinking of it, next Saturday, a week from tomorrow, is, yes, exactly, Sam. A week from tomorrow is my 3rd anniversary of my page. Now, I had hoped to be a little more grown by my 3rd anniversary, but I am more grateful than I can even tell you for where I am. And not only for where my page is, but for all of the wonderful people I have met. I have met so many wonderful people that I would have never met if I didn't do this. So I am just so grateful. I'm grateful for the groups I'm in, for Kippy. There we go. Awesome. Thanks, Jen. And for this group, I've been in Friday Favorites now for, I know, well over a year for sure. Probably closer to a year and a half. I'm not sure when I started with Friday Favorites. But I love my Friday Favorites, and I love the other groups I'm in. I am in, Miss Sherry is running an event tomorrow that I am in. I'll be on at 1 o'clock tomorrow. Thanks, Tanya. So I hope you can come join us. It looks like it's going to be an amazing event. The theme is just beautiful. Oh, I'm grateful to have met you, Sherry. I'm grateful to have met every single person. And hi, Ginger. I'm glad you caught me too. I mean, I've been very fortunate in 3 years. I've only had a handful of stinkers on my page. So I'm very thankful for that, because it could be a lot worse. But you know, there's, like my mother used to say, there's, hi, Ari. How's my beautiful Ari and Mama Mercedes? Oh, Amanda, thank you. I'm so glad you did too. But my mother always used to say, you know, there's a rotten apple in every bunch. So, oh, Janice, me too. I'm so happy to have met everyone, and I'm not going anywhere. I know, Tanya, isn't it? I mean, especially if you're someone that doesn't work, you know, if you're, whether you're retired or, you know, you're having to be home because you have, you know, health problems that have disabled you, or, I mean, I totally get that. I totally understand that. And good, Ari. Oh, thank you, Susie. Well, you'd only say that because you have to, because you're my bestie. You missed something? What did you miss? But I just, you know, I'm just so grateful. I'm so thankful for everyone. It's just been such a wonderful thing, because as I was saying, yes, I have Amanda. Amanda's one of my first watchers. My page has grown, and I've met so many wonderful people. Hi, Diane. I heard that, Diane. Excuse me. Hi, Kim. Oh, no. You know, a lot of people have been having that problem lately. Hi, Lori. Oh, I'm so grateful for all of you. Yeah, Susie, you have to, because I pay you to say that stuff. Not really. But, you know, if I being home like I am all the time now because of my back disability, I really miss the interaction with people. I loved my coworkers. I loved them. And I really miss them. All right. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love blue and red. Blue and red just are so pretty together. Look at that. How pretty is that? What do you guys think? Thanks, Lori. Throw me up some hearts if you love that. I think it's gorgeous. I love the blue and red. Okay, so now let's have some fun decorating. So I have got some really pretty, and we talked about bows. I've got some real farmhouse looking bright greens and reds for Christmas. So let's make a bow out of that. So let's set that up there. I'm going to set this aside because, thank you, Amy. Thank you, everybody. Thanks so much. All right. Oh, my neck is stiff today. Snowmen are your favorite lot. I don't know why I've been really stuck on snowmen this year. And I love them too. Thanks, Corey. Okay. Now, there you go, Tanya. Right. And you did a beautiful job with that blending you did. Yes, Michelle, I agree. So, let's see. Let's just, now, Sherry was talking about bows. Now, these are probably one of the easiest kind of bows to make with the Jubilee fabric. I just take my strips, I cut them in half. Snowman, I haven't done any gingerbread this year. I got to do some gingerbread. So just, all you want to do is go back and forth and kind of try to decide how big you want your bow. And we're not going to need a huge one for this because, you know, he's not a great big snowman or great big surface. And I love you too, Deb. 942 days. Yeah. Yep. All right. So just back and forth, and just take your time. Make sure that you have you're not twisting up your fabric really bad so that you've got nice little loop-de-loops, and just keep going back and forth and just take your time. Speed comes in time with everything that we do. Speed comes with time. Don't try to rush it. You do, Sue? I've never noticed that. Must be when I come to your house that it's not at Christmas time. Actually, I don't think I have ever been at Christmas because I don't like your hill. Oh my gosh, my bestie, I don't see her in the winter because I won't go to her house because she has this really, really steep hill and a sharp corner to get up to her house. And I don't mind going up hills in the winter because I have 4-wheel drive. But hi, Lucy. But I don't like coming down them. And I lived on a hill for years and years. Thank you. Thanks so much. I know we painted the plate. No, I lived on a hill and I was always really careful. Susie, you know how much I don't like your hill. You know I don't. I don't like that hill at all. And I think you've said you had to walk a few times too in the winter up that hill. And I wouldn't even want to walk it. It's crazy. I'm right. Yeah. Yeah, I lived on a bad hill with a bad sharp corner, but I got used to it, and you know, I knew how to take my time. And there was actually a secondary way I could go that was still a hill, but it was a lot less traveled. Oh, You shouldn't get upset, Robin, because everybody is different. And everybody has their own, you know, I see the same thing. As a creator, I see other creators, and I don't always, you live on a hill too, so you know. Yep. There you go. And why not, Amanda, right? You know, I can't always copy what they do either. And that's okay, because we all have our own style, and that's the way it should be. We are all unique, and what we create should be unique. Because how boring a world would it be if it wasn't? Oh my gosh. It would be really boring. Can you imagine? It would just be like a bunch of robots. That's all. Just be a bunch of robots. Oh, Lindell, you are an amazing creator. And, you know, there's things I struggle with. For sure. So, you know, I just don't do them on a live. Hi, Ricky Rooster. Ricky, how is Glenda? I've been praying for her, and I missed your live yesterday. I missed it, so I didn't get an update. But it's okay if you don't want to give an update here, because I know it's probably difficult. But just know that I am praying for her, my friend. I am praying, and I'll go back and watch your replay so I can get an update on how she's doing. So if everybody here could give, if you see any pages on here, please give them a follow. And Mr. Ricky with New Beginnings Creations, he does a lot of cooking. And let me tell you, that guy can cook. He can cook. Hi, Mary Lou. So give him a follow. Give any of the pages you see on here a follow, and go check them out. Yes, there you go. Yes, groceries and babies. Oh my gosh. But yes, you won't be sorry if you go check out Mr. Ricky or any of the people you see on here, any of our Friday favorite girls. Let's see. Let's get a couple more. I want a nice big fat bow for our Mr. Snowman. Thanks, Mary Lou. Well, I hope you are all going to be safe and warm this weekend, and I hope that you will join us in not our, because it's not mine, but in the event tomorrow with our Miss Sherry that's on here. And I think this is the Grace, I'm pretty sure this is the Grace Creation event. I think we'll end it with that color. I think that'll be good. So that would also include our Lindell that's here. Hi, Cindy. Awesome. So glad to see you here. Hi, Joan. How's my Joan? How is my Joan? Hi, Jeannie. How are you? Thank you, everyone, for being here. So I've got to come up with an idea for a celebration for next weekend, probably on Sunday, because on the 13th, actually, no, I'm in an event on the 14th, but we'll figure it out. Next Saturday, the 13th, will be my 3rd year of going live, and the 14th is my mom's birthday. Just getting back from the doctor. Well, I hope everything is okay, Miss Jeannie. I always want to say Jean because my sister's name was Mary Jean, and it was spelled Jeanne, but we never said Jeannie. We called her Jeannie, but we spelled that Jeannie. So with the EA like yours, we always just said Jean, but I think you pronounce yours Jeannie, which is awesome. Okay, so once you tie it and you get it all where you want it, I just give it a good shake to kind of fluff it out. Thank you, Susie. I'm seeing 60 watching right now. That's awesome. That's amazing. You guys are awesome. Hi, Donna Sue. How are you? How are you, my short friend? Donna Sue and I are short buddies. Thanks, Tanya. It was there for a minute. You do pronounce it, Jeannie. Okay. Because I like to make sure I pronounce people's names right, because my name is difficult and people mispronounce it, but it's okay. I mean, it's not an easy name. It's not an easy name. And, you know, even my grandfather, there's our Lisa. Even my grandfather didn't spell my name right. So Lisa, we're so excited to have our Lisa back with us this week. Oh, Barbara, no apologies ever needed. Never, ever, ever, my sweet friend. I'm just glad you're here. Okay, so now I have to stand up because, you know, I have my big pile of greenery and everything next to me. And my stickles I'm going to put on last. Okay, so what do we want to do for greenery? Let's see. I really love these kind of pieces this time of year, and I think I like this one. Thank you. Hi, Dina. How are you, Dina? Good to see you. Thanks for being here. All right, this one, these are tough ones too. There, got it. Okay. So I think, and what I like, oh, thank you. Yes, the video of the snow, it is pretty. And I don't know if anybody saw, oh, I think I'm going to like that on there. I don't know if anybody saw the picture I posted this morning. I was up at like 5:15 and it's still dark out. And of course I use the little girl's room. And the window is right there. And so I open the blinds and it looks out onto our brook. And, you know, it was such a clear night last night. And the way oh, I bet you are, Lisa. Well, we're thrilled to have you back, girl. And so the moon was, you know, the sky was just so clear and the moon was shining down through the trees and it was just so beautiful. And I didn't know if my phone would actually capture it, but it did. It captured it beautifully. Okay, so let's see. We'll get those right about there. I just want to get these bent the right way, the way I want them on here before I glue them down. That's the only trouble when you snip them, they fall apart. And then when you put glue on them, they start melting like crazy. I don't know if you can see that, but they curl and they melt all up. That's all right because we're going to put our bow there so you'll never see that part. What do we got for time? Oh, I got 20 minutes. We may even be able to start the other one. We might, but let's hold that for a second. So I hope you're all going to stay in Friday favorites because we have a great lineup. Up after me is Amy, my beautiful friend Amy. Thank you, Vera Lynn, with Designer Roadkill. And Amy, oh my gosh, I'm mesmerized when I watch her. She just does. She's an amazing artist. She takes after, from what I've listened to her stories, she takes after her mom and her grandmother, who were both, thanks Joan, who were both also amazing artists. And she inherited the talent, which is just awesome. Look at how they all are just curling right up. They're all going up in the air there. The hot glue just makes those little guys go crazy. So we could put a hanger on the back of this so you could hang it on a wall, or it can just be in an easel. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. So now we'll get our bow on. Oh, that bow's really going to take over here. But it's okay. I love it. I love it. It's going to be large and in charge. And that's okay. We'll get it down towards the bottom. I like a large and in charge bow. I don't know about you guys, but I love them like that. Your mom's name was Joan? Nice. My mom's name was Justine, and I love that name. Thank you, Lucy. I love the name Justine. She had a really beautiful name, and my sister named her middle child Justin after my mom. Thank you. Thanks, Barbara and Martine. Thank you, ladies. All right. Yeah, I'm liking that. I'm liking it. Hi, Mike. How are you, my friend? Now, I've got some of these. I love these. Oh, stuck here. I love these blueberries. And because our plate is blue, I think these will be really, a few of these will be pretty on here. Hi, Carrie. How are you? Hi, Cheryl. Your mom was Joan too, Dina? Awesome. All right. I love these blueberries. I'm glad that they came out with different colors this year at Michael's. Thanks, Cheryl. Now, I don't think we need that whole thing. I think it'll be a little much. So let's chop this in half. Hi, Diana. Isn't Justine a pretty name? I thought so too. My mom had a beautiful name, and she was a beautiful woman. It suited her for sure. And her mom, my grandmother, my Nana's name was Mabel, which, you know, Mabel's different. It's not a name I would choose, but, you know, she was born in the 1800s. So back then, that was, you know, Mabel was a common name, but I just can't picture a little sweet, tiny baby named Mabel. Look at all the Jones. Hi, Gail. Oh, God bless her, Gail. God bless her. But yeah, I miss my Nana. She passed when I was very young, and I've always missed her. I always have. But we spent a lot of time as kids, you know, back in the day. We always spent, and I'm sure a lot of you are the same, we used to spend a lot of time at our grandparents'. They lived about 45 minutes or so drive to see them. And we went pretty much every Sunday after church. We went to visit my grandparents for the day. And a baby named Arthur, yes. Verla, I like that. I like that. Oh, really, Ginger? So you had a Mabel in your family, too. But yeah, you have to realize that you're going to have the name. Ow, that dripped right there. You're going to have the name a lot longer as an adult. So I guess it's better to have an appropriate adult name, right? I got a big glob of glue there. I don't want to stick my finger in. So those are pretty. Sunday dinners, yes, we always did. And if we didn't go to visit my grandparents, you know, we had a big Sunday dinner at home. That's when we all you know, families stayed together. But now with the job markets and so on and so forth, you know, people have to leave. Is it really? That's awesome, Carrie. All right, what else do we want to get on here? How much time do I have? I've got 13 minutes. Good, Mike. Let's see. Maybe a little bit of red. Maybe a little red. So, I want some red berries. Let's see what I got. I have these. I've got these red berries. Maybe we can get some of these in. To pull in that red from the snowman. I'm just not sure where. Just give me a second. Or do we want to go up here with them? No, I don't want to go up there. I just want to bend this down a little. Okay. I definitely want some red berries in here with this. Oh, here we go. That's where we need them, right down here. There, I like that, sticking out from the bow. Perfect. Cheryl, thank you so much. I'll throw you a kiss in a second. That's good. Oop, it's dripping on me again. Thank you, Cheryl, for those stars, my friend. Thank you so much. All right, yeah, I like that there. Okay, let's get another little sprig here that'll match. And then we'll get some stickles on here. And let's get this little hunk of glue off. They are, and it's awesome to see that. Vivian, I like Vivian. Dean, my mom's best friend was Vivian. All right, let's see if we can get this one in. And then we'll get some stickles on here. Yeah, perfect. Oh, Barbara, how is your migraine today? I hope it's gone. I know you're having other stuff going on, but I hope that nasty migraine is gone. Just got a little stem there we'll get rid of. And a piece of paper. Okay. I'm liking that. What do you guys think? I'm liking that. I'm liking that. So let's get some stickles. Vivian was the name of the main character from Pretty Woman. And that movie is coming out sometime this month. I haven't seen exactly when, but I'm excited to go see it. All right, let's pick out some pretty blue. I think that'll be really pretty. That color stickles on here. Hi, Tammy. Welcome. Okay, let's get some stickles in here. Oh my gosh, yes. Perfect. So I'm going to put this blue in the center. That's why I haven't sealed it yet, because I will seal it. See if I can get some white to go with this. I'll seal it after the stickles dries. Where is some white? Oh, this one will be pretty. Look, this one kind of has an icy, I don't know how well that comes across on the camera, but it has an icy look. I know, me too, Jen. I love Pretty Woman. There's some movies that, you know, you just can watch over and over and over. Okay, let's get this on here. Oh, that's going to be pretty. Pretty, pretty. Just what the doctor ordered on here. And I don't use stickles a lot. I forget that I have them, to tell you the truth. But they really do add a beautiful touch. Okay, now I'm gonna get some black. Pretty sure, yep. Here's my black. Is that? And we're gonna use the black. Thank you. Yes, Tanya, and it's really inexpensive. So anybody that's interested in stickles, it's the best place to get it for the best price. It's like, I think $1.78 a bottle is MrArt.com, and it's MISTERART, all small letters, no spaces, .com, MrArt.com. And it's just really reasonably priced. You can't go wrong. And I mean, these little bottles will last a long time. And let's go around his buttons here. Don't clog up on me now. Actually, this almost, yeah, I guess it is black. Ooh, it came out too fast, but that's all right because we're going to go all around the button. Make his buttons all sparkly. There we go. All right, and then let's get some red. Did I forget that one? I did. I think I did. I forgot that one. Where'd that go? Right here. You make your own stickles. Cool. What do you make it out of? Just like glue and glitter? That would make sense. Okay. Let's get some red. And which red do I want? I think we're going to use that one. I got the case. Miss Loretta has a case, and I asked her where she got it, and off of Amazon. And the case is made by Art Bin, and you can get it on Amazon. And if I think of it, I can try to send you the link for it, Tanya. But yep, you get it. I don't think Mr. Art sells the bins for the stickles, but you can get, like I said, Amazon, and it's perfect for the stickles. Oh, and I forgot his little mouth. Let's do some berries here on his little hat. Let's get that black back, and let's do his mouth. So I hope that you're all going to stick around for the rest of Friday Favorites, because we have an awesome lineup. We have, let me just go over the lineup. Hi, Lori. How are you? So up after me is Amy with Designer Roadkill. Then our beautiful Lindell with Lindell's Craft Escape. Then Jane with Sustain My Craft Habit. Then our sweet Lisa will be back at 7 o'clock with Lil of Me Gifts and Specialties. At 8, our not so new newbie is Marilyn and her husband John with Done by Me. And then at 9 is Deb with Crafting with the Sassy Chicks 101, our Sassy Deb. And then our Christy with Christy's Crafty Cottage. Now those two, I don't know if they might flip-flop. I don't know. I heard rumor that they might. I don't know. So don't take my word for anything. But just stay in Friday Favorites. That's the best way to do it. If you haven't joined, why not? Join the group. And then you just refresh your page after each creator. And the next one will be there. Okay, so I don't think I want to add any more. Or do I? I don't think I do. I got 2 minutes left, but I think that's going to be good. What do you guys think? I hope, I don't want to stick it like right in your face, but I really want you to be able to see those stickles and how pretty that stickles is on there. It's just absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So what do you guys think? I think it came out adorable. Now, you know, always my things are for sale. So just message me. There's a bunch of shipping going out. So if you're interested, let me know. I'll seal this in after the stickles dry, and it can have a hanger on it, or we can just, thank you, Donna Sue. Thank you. This one, oh, here's a little one. Here's a small one. So let's get it right in the little easel. So how cute is that, sitting in a little easel on your table for Christmas? I think he's adorable. I think he's absolutely adorable. So thank you so much, everyone, for being with me. I so appreciate the shares, the conversation. I know I've been told that I talk too much, but that's never going to change. That, you know, my mother and my teachers used to tell me I talk too much. That was, you know, I was a good student, but the one comment I always got on my report card was, hey, Kelly, no, you're fine, sweetie. I think you were live. So, oh, thank you, Beth and Barb and Tanya. My report card always says she talks too much, but, you know, you can't make friends without talking. You can't. Yeah, I like it in the easel too. I like it in the easel, but it could be a hanger. It's very lightweight. I will paint the back, so the back will match the front. So it's 4 o'clock. My time is up, so please go watch our beautiful Amy, and I'll see you guys in the comments. I love you all. Have a great night and stay warm. Mwah.